Hello there, fellow humans. Is me. Alright, let's see. Ayo! We got gambling in here. Anything new? Nope. Damn. Look at that. Nothing. I mean, the Kennedy one's pretty okay. Oh. Okay. Oh, Nightbot's awake. That's nice. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna go to the middle. Obviously, the Sheridan's gonna be there first, but would be interesting. Let's see. Nope. He's going. That guy's gonna get a roll over there. That's weird. And they both whiffed. Nice. He didn't. Alright. And the one is dead. Okay. Now that's amazing. Okay. Superconk's already taken position. And we don't win this one. Yep. Here comes the Leo. Okay. Okay then. See if I can at least do something. Probably not. Probably not though. Now this is gonna implode very quickly. And did. Alright, well, that's life. Alright.
Let's get this show on the road.
Well, they got 4 mediums, so... Well, 3 mediums and 1 light tank. But who's counting? Probably not gonna get the hill here. Just gonna wait for them to cross. See if that, Yep, he is interested. And he's dead. Come on, reload faster. Nope. Okay, so it's the only one that went up. Okay. Well, that's free real estate. If the tiger goes up, I can go up behind the tiger. And I can do that. Fine. And, I can do that now. Shoot it. Wow. Epic gamer right there. Now the tiger has gone up. Very nice. Hey, YouTube's doing great on them stream notifications, yo. Nope. I'm dead. I'm gonna die. Alright, hold on. Okay, camping's. Yep. Just average 2-6. 3, 4 non-camping. That guy's just standing straight in the middle. That's great. Ain't that great? Alright. No, he's not. Okay, so there's a guy behind the rock there. He shouldn't be there for long because he's terrible at hiding. And then the Titan Air is also pretty bad at hiding because he's just peeking like that. Well done. Ah, yes, I love low tiers because in the low tiers you know the people are bad and you expect them to be bad. But the thing is, they just do the exact same things in tier 10 anyway. Just randomly peek. Okay. Gotta be careful here, because he does seem interested in me, but he doesn't have the gun depression nor the speed to get me. Ain't that pretty? Alright. Really? This tank? This is the tank that gets recommended to me. Okay. Bears, what did you do? What did you do? 24 hours. Damn. It's kind of funny that it says expand your collection with the tank I already have. It wouldn't take that much effort to just put in a check of, is the vehicle you're selling actually already in the garage? It wouldn't be that difficult. But anyway. Okay. Let's see if I can get the Churchill W today. Not that it's any good, but 4 degrees of gun depression. Holy sh. Okay. That's not good. I think there's only one tank, and it's probably like the SU-101 that has like 3 degrees of gun depression or something. Hi team, how you doing? Yeah, YouTube notification do be sleeping. Maybe, I don't know. Or maybe I'm just that uninteresting now. Who knows? But yeah. How's it going? But you now have the privilege of you can request as many tanks as you want to because, you know, got notification. Damn. Yeah, you kind of know. It sometimes just happens that it just never goes out because YouTube's an amazing application. But, yeah. It'd be like that. See if... Oh, what the hell's going on here? Hold on. Can we get a match? I mean, it's a tier 6 tank destroyer. It shouldn't take a minute to get into a match. Maybe Blitz is dying. Who knows? So... I mean, I've just... before the stream, I quickly went through Quickie Baby's new video. There's like 3 tiered loot boxes now. There's a box in a box in a box. I mean, Blitz already has that with the like black boxes and stuff, where you can get a tier 2 box out of a tier 1 box. So... But that is even worse there. So yeah, it's kind of hilarious. It's sounding like a great tank of Blitz. I want to see you, believe. Good tank. I'll have a look. Why can't you get a game in a tier 6 tank destroyer? That's kind of wild. I want to see how long it's going to take to get a game in this tank. And then, what is currently a good tank? I'm going to try something. I will try something. I mean, it obviously depends on what do you mean with like good? Like good for me or good overall or Alright. I'll probably just pick the E50M to be honest. Or like a Tier 8 Premium. That, like a T77 or something. Man, that's kind of wild. That's kind of wild. Oh, ayo, 1 minute 40 seconds. That's all it took to get a battle in tier 6. Ay, ay, ay. Let's see what Reforged does. It's probably not going to help, but... I mean, it might fix some problems because it's going to slap tier 1 to 3 together. They're probably not going to then... I mean, this is going to be like tier 3 then, so it's still not going to be good. Let's see. I haven't been in the lower tiers for a long time. So... could be interesting. I got a tank for you, Teemo. I got a tank for you. You wait. It's gonna be legendary. Hello. I mean, obviously it's not that Titan. That's for sure. But yeah, I just love I kind of just love low tiers, right? Because you know, they're not any better or worse than they are at that the people are at tier 10. I mean, at tier 10 you have some players that are better, right? That mostly play it, but the average, like the average player, isn't that much different in the lower tiers and the higher tiers, which is kind of hilarious. All right. I mean, obviously tier 5 and below are dead anyway, but it's kind of funny. Oh god. I think it's a bit loud. Uh-oh. I think it's a bit loud. 15. That'll do. Better. Oh my. No. Well, that's a great team there. We saw an EBR today which ended up with 1.7k. No. You gotta try real hard to achieve that. Like sometimes like to get to like 45% win rate or something, you know, that's just normal. You just don't have to be very good. Right? But to get to like below 40, you have to like actively try to be bad. Right? Because there's no way, unless you have any physical or device ailments that literally prevents you from playing properly, which, you know. But like, you actually have to try to play badly. I'm gonna try to look up his win rate. Probably not good. Let's go. Oh, it's a tier 7 battle. Sad. That's a bit sad, but I'll manage. Okay, they also have an Annihilator, which is really not fun. Damn, that's a bit of an unlucky battle here. We got an Annihilator too, because they kind of nerfed the Annihilator by just making it face other Annihilators. I assume. Because most of the time, if you have one on one side, you have one on the other side as well. So there's pretty much a matchmaking parameter in there that just says... Yeah. Hello, bears. I have received a 24-hour STG offer when I started the game. So, what have you done? Hey, how you doing? I'll try to go faster. Gotta buy the STG again. Even though I already have it. Alright. Is my... Okay, my annihilator is useless. Cool. Gonna leave me alone with this guy.
Enemy armor is hit.
Yeah. Don't wanna know. Damn. And now he's turning around again. For what? He's obviously gonna die and lose because... You know, that's what you can expect there.
Penetration.
Ow.
Immobilized. Enemy armor is damaged.
Killed him. LOL. Hog has armor,
Armor is damaged.
it seems. Oh. He's already dead. Got a blaze in my bum.
Stuck here. Penetration.
Goddamn.
This vehicle has had it.
God damn. Well, you know. I won't be able to avoid it anyway. I might as well. Let's go. It's also curious, I can't gift the free memberships anymore. Seems. Which is weird. Just want to state for the record, I did not request it yet. Well, you didn't, but I'm playing it now, so you don't have to do it later. This is, I'm offering a service to you, you know. Alright. Let's see. Can't pen that one. Can't pen that, hopefully. Nope. So I can't pen that. Okay, I can't pen the unangled lower, like, over. Yeah, okay. Wow. Epic. YouTube fell asleep on me. What the heck? Yeah, YouTube's just getting worse as well. Not fun. It has been getting worse. Good old in-shitification. No. Think I can get him. Think, maybe. You stay peaked, John. You're no more. John is no more. Alright. Supposed to have aim time. Here we are. There's an STG in that corner, so I'm gonna go for that. Hello. Well, I shot first, so I can also kill him. Goodbye. It's probably gonna revert. No, he's reversing somewhere where I can't see him. Sad. It's that one. And then the Viper is still in the back room somewhere, and I gotta be careful because I'm now alone. The Vipera could be right there, yep. 3 versus 2. Gonna distract this guy. Maybe give someone a shot. That's not gonna happen. He's gonna turn around again. Yep. Lol. Well, mate, should have been hiding instead of trying to chase me. Hi, vodka. Yeah, I've seen you. How you doing? I have armor. This is the greatest tank from the bottom. If you look at the list of tanks from the bottom, then this is what you get. There we go. Directly, yeah, I have. Why thou inquiry? That's not how it goes. Well, I mean, I could gift you a membership if that's still a thing that YouTube does. Because I can't gift any right now. Can I do it from here? Oh, it doesn't work. No. Not that I'd know of, Bears. I mean, as far as I know, she passed. So, she is smarter than me. I mean, always has been. But, all right. I need 4 more flags. For the W. So what I want to do today is I'm gonna primarily play a couple of low tier tanks, like tier 6 and tier 7, because I haven't done that for a very long time. But yeah. T29, I can. Well, after this one. Alright. I am speed. The problem is that M41 and the MT are also speed, and the T37 are also speed. So I'm gonna die if I go up here. I'm gonna do it anyway. Screw it. How many shells does he have? I mean, the answer is all of them, but... Why is the T37 a light, like... Well, I mean, it's more like, what is a T37? Alright. Oh, there's a Leo. Maybe attack that. I mean, the M8 is dead. Pretty much. He's toasted. So let's see if I can help him a little bit, maybe. Some firing from the side. Well, that's not. I'm tired. Well, I mean, the gambling's done by Streamlabs, so Nightbot's alive, but I don't know about. Gotta be careful here. Try. There we go. I made him live, and I didn't die to the Juto, so that's great. Whew. Yeah, Streamlabs is having a smoke break or something. Alright. Hello. Don't try and aim at me. Said don't try to aim at me. Hello, M8, M4, you can shoot him. There we go. If the IS would be so kind to jump. Because I can't go over there because the T-37's there. And there's a smash, smash, smash. Oh. No! Oh, ooh, 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 that was close. That was really close to falling off. No, air conditioner, no. Don't do that. Oh, the ice through. Both, okay. I mean, they gotta jump these two guys quickly now. Just gonna stay up here. Come on. Come on! Reload faster. No, whoa, 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 whoa. God damn, why would you aim at me? This guy's, oh, he doesn't have an engine, that's why. What you doing, little guy? No. No camo, no clan, No plan. God damn. Props to the Smasher though for randomly aiming at me. Good on him. Yeah, let's my goal, let the goal for today be that I'm gonna do tier 10 damage in like tier 10 average damage in tier 6. Let's do some T29. Oh. Magic whoosh sound. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? It's the magic whoosh sound. It's important. As always. This Streamlabs alive now. Where is it? I mean, if it's gonna ignore me as well, then it's probably down for maintenance or just dead. Start CPO. Yep. How? Gotta Google how to revive a bot. Hello, Peter's left testicle. How you doing? I can play the E75, but in a bit. Hi, Marky. How you doing? So the last 3 streams it wasn't working. That's weird. Yeah, well, he's getting pushed. I'm getting pushed. Why is there a light tank here? That's wrong. Okay.
One of our trucks was hit. Enemy armor is damaged.
Right. This the Comet, the LT, they're over here. That is pretty dumb. That is pretty damn dumb. But anyway.
The commander is hurt.
Let's hope they're gonna make it. Probably not. Okay, let me check Streamlabs real quick then. Dashboard. Our terms of service have changed. Continue. Maybe that's it. Back to dashboard. Nope, go away. Cloudbot. It disabled itself again, yep. It did disable it. Hello. Just did it straight in front of me. Okay, it should be on again now. Hopefully. Should hopefully be on again. Alright, Simon, how you doing? I'm good. How about you? Should be on again. Okay, the next request was the Panther. Hey, there it is. They just turn it off until I approve the new terms of service or whatever. Jeez. Damn! All gone. Oh, what the fuck? Perfect 100. God damn, that's crazy. That is crazy. Yeah, how's it going, guys? How's it going? Well done, Bears. Congratulations. Today is your lucky day. You won the gamble. I played the SDG without you even requesting it. How does it feel to be a winner? Alright. Looking something that's useless. Well, of course. It's the best, that's the best kind of luck. Alright. Like the people in the model train exhibition or whatever, they're already shivering when they see me walk in because they know I'm about to walk out with the main prize every single time. Thank you, Timo. Alright. I'm gonna send it. Ah! Send it. Bye. Bye. Another one. Bye. Do I get a special award for Ram killing 2 tanks in one battle? Probably not. Another one. Well, it's a smasher and a grave. Don't focus on me, I'm not here. Don't bother with me, I'm not here. Now the Gravedigger is gonna bother with me. He's into me. Not for long, because he's gonna be dead soon. Yep, look at him, look at him. You horny bastard. Can't even clip me. What's the point of it? Beautiful. Beautiful. Alright. How about some... I got a scout medal in the Panther. Let's go. How about some E75? Platoon! Please. Well, he said please. So he's getting the... He's getting the polite message. Not the no. Oh, okay. All right. We have Sheridan, T-22, and a T-50. They're gonna try their best to get there. Oh, and he's eating. It's a UFO of Destiny over there. I have no idea. Lads, do you want to win the game? You gotta take some position here. Like that. It's Maurice. Okay. Nobody's gonna shoot him, of course. Except me. Oh, they missed somehow. Okay. I don't have the gun depression to go down there. Go. TVP and the Sheridan are disappearing. That's not great. Why is there... Look at that, it's the... What was that called? The, like, Ever Given or whatever, what the ship was called. Look at that. Is that foreshadowing then? Because obviously this map's been... is a lot older since the ship's been stuck. So, that's foreshadowing. Oh. That is foreshadowing. Ship's stuck. Oh, gotta be careful. Want the E5 to get shot at instead of me. Okay, we got a 215B that forgot that he's playing the regular 215B and not the tank destroyer. Lol. Do have armor, you know. Bad idea, buddy. Stole it. Okay. Yeah, Wargaming can predict the future. Alright. That's probably why they're just selling so many gambling crates. Because why the hell wouldn't they? I think Wargaming is trying to compete with the EA. Of like, how much gambling can we sell? Ian, Wargaming controls the weather. Now that's a conspiracy theory. That sounds crazy enough for some people to believe. Hey, there he is. I'm dead. Someone posted a 45-minute ranting about PC. Well, I'll probably do that too, as the like last ever Blitz video that I'll ever make. But it's not going to be 4 hours, but probably like 1 or 2, maybe. Hey. Okay, I need one more for the next flag. All right, let's do some tank requests here. Some more. I forgot the S. But yeah. I know H-Bomber guy made like a 4-hour video almost. But I do think that anything over like 2 hours just gets too long. Just make 2 parts out of it at that point. Right? Like, I think 2 hours... 2 hours is still like what you can watch in one sitting, but when it's like 4, it's like... Why? That's too much. It's already too much with like the 3-hour movies. Like, make it 2 parts. I'll find a better story. Alright. Are you 2, 5, 1? Nope. 5. Yeah. Keeps at 70. T-54E1, my favorite tank. Those that know that. Those that know. My favorite tank to see someone else in. Of course. Wait, how many officers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 personalized offers. Right here. Okay, crate. Where's this? Another crate. Another crate. Another crate. STG. Nothing. And we're back to the front. And here's also more crates. Now let me open a limited edition deluxe container. I got a ruby key. What does that open? Oh, another. Is there anything of value in here? Nope. Nope, there is nothing of value in there whatsoever. They're doing the gambling in gambling as well. Oh, 5. Pfft. Is that like one of the best things you can get out of these crates? Yeah, well, you can get 2.5k, but... What's the chance for that? 500 gold. 0.5%. Imagine how lucky that was, but like it's still utter trash. Hold on, how much is the car re? Let me see. 15,000. Should I buy the car re for 150 million credits? No. I could how many of these boosters do I have? Is that I have 2,400. 2,400 of these. I have to spend... It's not even enough. Holy. But imagine 150 million. That's insane. That is genuinely insane. 150 million, like... There's just no point in that. I already played the STG Bears. What do you mean? 150 million credits for the car ray. I mean, obviously, it is the luxury lounge events are exclusively designed to make people that have too much stuff waste it all. But like, Jesus. Didn't request it. Yeah, but I already played it. So... You know? Oh, ow. Hmm. You go, Panzer. You go. You go, girl. You go. Oh, what the f... How am I getting spotted after he's dead? Alright. Oh, that's a furry. Yep, his name's literally Furry. Let's go. His name is Furry. What's y'all's opinions about furries? Oh. Can't shoot that. Can shoot that. Gotta be very careful though. Did he get stuck? He did get stuck. And now he's dead. Titan could be a potential victim here. Careful though. This thing's got 10 degrees of gun depression, but only over the side of the tank. So it's a bit annoying to play in that regard. The heck? Shit about him. Yeah, like... Yes, Bears, but what if you're wearing a full knight's outfit? It's probably not very practical then. Alright, keeps at 70. Used to play this a lot and... Oh, and Timo lost again. Damn, you're gonna have to pay for the sins of Bears. I don't even have enough free XP to get 15k. And you need the gold bars as well. Well, they're not really that hard to get, but like, yo, what the... That's... Can be used to buy the special rewards in the store. Okay, hold on, this is 50... That's 50k. What is the special reward? Event offers. You need 2 for the damn tank. So, hold on. Let's do the math on this. Let's do the math on this because I'm curious. Let's do the math on this. So you need 50,000. 50,000. Let's go with gold directly. Please don't. Nope. Okay, I don't want to do that. But you can do it an infinite amount of times. 1,100. So, to get 50k here, I'm gonna need... Well, I mean, it's 11 on 10, but just assume you get 1,000, so you need 50k gold to buy one of them. So you need 100k gold, more like 85k gold, to get the damn tank. Just this tank. Wow. Or 300, and it's not even good. You know, like it's not like a special rare tank or like the T-22 medium was in World of Tanks PC, or like the Clan Reward tanks, right, with the T-95 Chieftain, or like the 279E. You know, it's not even a special tank, because that's the thing about Blitz. You know, all the special locked vehicles, they're not good. Right? The E Phase 1, I mean, it's average, you know, it's not outstanding. If I see one, I'll be like, okay. You know, it's not if it's gonna decide battles like the T-95 Chieftain could. Right? So, it is kind of weird. I mean, it's probably better, because then you can't, like, buy your way to ultimate performance. But it kind of sucks for the whales. Because they're going to be spending hundreds and hundreds of bucks and they get nothing. Like if I remember right, like what B. Joe like gambled like a lot of money on the E Phase 1 and he still didn't get it. So. Alright, Clavid. Nice, congratulations. Congratulations. That's the BZ-68, which is a different tank to the BZ-74, but it also basically plays the same. Alright. Well, we're not winning this one, lads. We got two goobers in the back. Goddamn. Well, that's 6v4. Car is a giant grocery store. Is it Walmart? Alright. Okay. Where are we at? I'm gonna go for the Skoda. No, I didn't want that Skoda, but I'll take it. Oh, I bounced. Okay, if the WT could, like... HWK is a pretty big problem, right? Because he's really annoying as hell, so... Thank you for that opportunity. Really appreciate you for that opportunity. Hi, Top Cat, how you doing? I really appreciate him for that opportunity of throwing away, because that now puts us in a 3v3 and a chance to win this pretty decently, because the Sharfield sure is sort of low-ish. If I shoot him once. If I shoot him once and the Waffen shoots him once. He's a one-shot. He's gonna kill the Ritter, but now it's a 1v2 for me. Got a shitty reload on this thing, but he bummed it. Well done, Sharfuture. I mean, his name is Nothing UA, and that is exactly how he performed. I can only say, with great conviction, that I'm glad the Ukrainian soldiers aren't as competent as Ukrainian Blitz players. Or at least the ones with the underscore UA in their name, mostly. Alright. Hi, Golf, how you doing? Because the Blitz players with the underscore UA, they have more Russian levels of skill. Let's put it that way. Alright. Beautiful. Oh, that got pinned. You're wearing it out to the Blitz least. Well, I mean, that's what matters. Good, thanks. Okay, game. It is this tank real? Looks like a leopard with a shorter gun. What do you mean? Keep it to 70. It's a real tank. It's a concept, sure. Basically, what happened is the Americans and the Germans wanted to make a combined new tank project, but the Germans eventually bowed out, and the KPZ-70, or also MBT-70, then went on to become the XM-1, which is a prototype for the Abrams. So that's kind of where that went, but I wouldn't know of the KPZ-70 being real, because America pretty much went M60, M1, because they upgraded the M60 like 50 million times and didn't let it die. At least as dumb as Magabotus, but yeah, but that's not difficult. Let's try find one. But you know, like, if you're... The problem is, most of the time, that those people aren't dumb. They're just either undereducated, or worse, falsely educated. Right? Because there's very few people that are actually genuinely stupid. Right? A lot of people just don't know how to learn stuff correctly. You know, if you watch Fox News all day, if your parents watch Fox News, and you watch Fox News, and your friends watch Fox, it's too late. You're lost. You're never gonna come back. Right? Your brain's filled with so much propaganda shit that you're just done. But yeah. Obviously, it doesn't absolve them of their own responsibility for their own false knowledge. Right? Get my news from Instagram memes. Well, I mean, Instagram memes are cool as long as you don't, like, trust them as factual. Because they're not. They're memes. Alright. Drink too much, that's supposed to kill my brain cells. You gotta try pretty hard to cause that much damage. Instagram isn't truthful. Well, Instagram is useful for two things. That's nice photography of landscapes and places, and boobs. That's it. Don't ever get your news on there. Hey, MX. Yeah, but the problem is in, like, Instagram doesn't have, like, the subreddit thing. So, if you want to have cats, and only cats, you can either only follow cat accounts, or, like, just, you know, look for it, which is not that perfect, but if you're on Reddit and you're currently just interested in cats, what are you gonna find? Nothing. I think out of all the social media platforms, Reddit's probably the one where, like, you can find the stuff you want the best. And Instagram and Facebook and everything, it's just the algorithm just decides what you see, right? Whereas on Reddit, you can just, like, go into, like, r/cats with jobs, and then boom, there you go. Can't watch mainstream news anymore. And what is mainstream news even at this point? You know? Most people think, like... There's stuff like AP. That's pretty much... If they report it, it's pretty much good. You know? But if it's like Fox News or... If it's basically any news organization that is blatantly partisan and they also say it, you might as well ignore what they're saying, right? Because they're obviously just trying to push their idea of the world, which is always false, because such a thing doesn't exist. BBC. Yeah, they're pretty good as well. Mostly. But generally, what you want to do is have the primary source available. You know, because most of the time, most news agencies just copy what someone else wrote and then refer back to that. And eventually you can't find anymore where it came from. But ideally, you always want to have two sources claiming the same thing. We see bad. What kind of BBC though? I mean, it is pretty reliable. BBC is pretty reliable when you compare it to most, especially American news organizations. Yeah, it pretty much always comes from like the non-profit dudes that slave in a basement doing real journalism. Alright. This is biased towards the right of her though. Yeah, but it's Britain though. It's Britain. They've always been like that. But you really have to study the downfall of the British Empire, huh? I mean, first of all, let's do a new round of tank quests. Let's go. But like... Uh-oh. And start watching these on TV after COVID. Yeah, I mean... It really depends what you're gonna watch and also how you're gonna understand it, right? Because most people's media competence is like 0. Most people's media competence is pretty much 0. Alright. We got STG. God damn it, Bears. I already played it. I already played it. I already played it. But yeah. But I think that's also what broke a lot of people's brains during COVID. You know, like you're stuck inside, but you still have access to everything on your phone and all the news that's currently happening. Right? All the COVID cases here and there and everything and blah 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 blah. You have everything on your phone, so like that broke a lot of people's brains as well. Right? Because you're stuck inside, but you still know everything. During like the Spanish flu, I mean, sure, maybe you got the newspaper guy, if he didn't die. But... Yep, we lose this one. But... You didn't know anything. You just... Let's remember right, it is, yes. I don't believe what they're telling us. It's all propaganda for the left, if you ask most people these days. What? I mean, it's pretty much most media organizations own the same. They represent the interests of their owners, which is pretty much always billionaires, right? And they're trying to sell the idea of like rich people are better than everyone because they're rich, so that when you're rich, you'll also be better. So instead of helping the poor, you should just say, fuck the poor, I want to be one of the rich ones as well. Congratulations, Timo. You know, that's what you get, because if you combine an undemocratic system, like capitalism, with democracy, it never ends well. So... Because that's all it is, it's survival of the richest. Alright. Instead of the lion eating the gazelle, it's the big company eating the small company. Putting them out of business. Hello. Well, that was a pointless ammo rack. Yeah, Streamlabs bot turned itself off again, unfortunately. Because it needed me to confirm the new terms of service. Right? It's like they're all selling you the idea that you shouldn't tax lottery winners because one day you're gonna win the lottery. Even though lottery winners are the only millionaires that actually tax properly. Which is kind of hilarious if you think about it. 400. What would you give him? 412 to be exact. Ah, so he has 420. I see. That's cool. That's cool. I mean, look at me. I have like 500 something tanks. I'm a whale here. I'm the big fish. And the only reason why I'm good, and the reason why I can do high damage, well, I'm not really good at all, really, but like relative, I mean, you know, but the only reason that I can be better is because they're worse. Oh, you fucking useless. What? I just took the space. T-30, hello. Jesus Christ. Well, I'm dead. Oh look, and now you're gonna lose because you didn't actually do anything. Alright. That is a perfect demonstration of why you should never trust your teammates. You should always assume they're not going to help you. And you should always assume that they're in fact stopping you from doing better. Because if you help your team, you're screwed. So always use your team and never help your team. I mean, you can help your team if it's beneficial for victory, right? But you shouldn't ever sacrifice yourself for the team, especially if you're a decent player, because it's likely that the player you're helping would be more useful as a hit point sponge for you. All right. Let's see. I am the dub. You know what's nice about the tub? Look at that. It's got a nice aiming arc. I mean, to one side at least. Because like the gun's mounted off center, so you can swing the breech. Oh yeah, I'm loving that. The Hetzer gun, yep. Exactly like the Hetzer gun. Hello, little guy. Close enough. Who's pinging me an off topic? Ah, yes. Yeah, World of Tanks PC introduced multi-level gambling. It's like black boxes, but worse. Right? Like you have to gamble on the gambling crate. There's 3 different levels of crate that you buy. It's kind of crazy. And they finally introduced the Chieftain Mark 6 in those crates, which is also a crime. Because the Chieftain Mark 6 has never been in World of Tanks PC, pretty much. It's not been on the Chinese server for years at this point. Probably 5-6 years at least. But now they just slapped it into like gambling. Probably spent like 100k gold just to get it. Not just to have a chance of getting it. Probably gotta spend like 1 million gold to really get it. Give it a expression here. Yeah, watch that video. It's kind of wild. I mean, I didn't get that far. I only watched like the intro couple minutes because I know it's scam. I think Wargaming's trying to like beat EA at gambling. But, like, there's a new champion in town, bitches. Maybe they need to. Maybe, I mean, their headquarters is in Cyprus. Maybe what happens is when you buy something, and the money gets delivered to Cyprus because it's really warm there, it all just evaporates, like half of it evaporates. Right? So they have to make twice as much money as everyone else, because the money just evaporates. So that's my theory, you know, where... Gotta disappear from here. Fortunately, I'm not fucking fast enough. Oh. No! No! Come on, 820. No! Gotta get him. Oh, god damn it. Gotta run away. Hope I'm unspotted. Please. Oh, he hit him. It's great. I mean, he's still 2-shot. Gotta run away, run away, run away, run away. Planning something for the... Oh, jeez. $1,700. Okay, well, that's just right cheap, eh? It's like barely an investment. Let's go. How much are you doing? It's barely an investment. Almost free. But you got a problem now, buddy. Let's go. Get lucky as hell with that shot. Nah, it's all skill. They introduced both Murad and Project Louis Premium. That's unusual because normally it's Blitz doing the tech trade tanks. Where's the Centurion Action X, by the way? That's like the one big one that's missing in Blitz for like the longest of times. By the way, there can still be 2 tanks requested. So if you want to request 2 more and put them in the chat now, I shall play them. It's now time for the legendary E. Just E. No more. Alright, Joven. I mean, you know that's a member tank. How you doing? I mean, Jovim knows it's a member thing. He just keeps requesting it anyway. How you doing? Could be spotted. Probably not. Doesn't hurt to try. I mean, it's never gonna happen. But keep trying. Oh, for well, found them. Let's go. Alright, we have 3 guys over there waxing their carrot. He lost in Trump's place in the White House for over 100 days. There's a Nazi clown in the White House. So, there's that. I'm not gonna tell you whether I mean Elon or the orange guy, because it doesn't matter, because they're both. Alright. 72 minutes in, Mark. Well, I'm not gonna harp on about it. You know, it's a... If you deport 4-year-olds with cancer and arrest people for the simple idea of stating their opinion that isn't entirely fictitious, then yeah, that's called fascism. I've been able to watch a lot of things from college. Well, I mean, as long as you're doing fine, but I'm doing all right. Asbestos Couch Gaming. How you doing? Lovely name. I think the 50B having reactive armor as a 1500 damage clipper is busted. It does lack of armor balance enough. I think that if you have to rely on consumables to play well, then you're not playing well. I wouldn't use those, personally. But when it comes to the consumables, here's the thing. Try it, use it, if you feel better with it, stick with it. You know, I'm not gonna, like, treat an enemy tank differently when they're, like, having reactive armor activated, or when they're having adrenaline activated or something. I'm just like, okay, I know your reload's better now. He's wasting it currently. He's also not good at side scraping. Also, the 55A is a fucking dingus. So that's great. Are you aware of the hole? 121B. I think he's aware of the hole. But he ain't fast enough, boy! I mean, the 50B, ever since they nerfed the 50B by giving it 4 shells, it's never been the same. So, yeah. That's just my opinion on the tank. See what's happening in Romania. Oh, yeah. I know what's happening in Romania. Romania's about to elect a moron. But, like... Conservative policies aren't popular because they're good. Conservative policies are popular because their only trick is making you scared of other people. Right? Alright. You know, I mean, that business owner, right, that's driving a Ferrari and that's underpaying you, they're not the bad guy. That guy that sat in a boat for 2 weeks across the fucking ocean to try and get a better life, and now is stuck in integration hell because he can't get a job until he's got a permit, but he can't get a permit if he doesn't have a job. is that guy's fault, huh? No, 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 no. So yeah. It's always, it never ceases to amaze me the ability of conservative politicians to make people jealous of people that have nothing. All right, time for some tank requests. Let's go. Happy family of the United States showing who they really are. Trump is actually a majority population. Not necessarily a reflection of the majority, but a reflection of a plurality. Because only like 30% voted for him, so that's that. Even though the non-voters are just as terrible. If you don't vote, you vote for the winner. Remember that. If you don't vote, you always support the policy of the winner. If you want that or not. Löwe, LT432. Ah, bears. What's a G1? It's a premium tank. Do I have... Let me guess, I have one battle in this tank. No, two, wow. Played a lot. Agree, it's still a rat to fight when you get full dump, though. Yes, but... It's always in... Like, the best thing you can do when you fight like a T-57 Heavy or a 50B is to have them unload into one of your teammates and then shoot them when they're reloading. That's it. Or a TVP or something like that. You know, that if you want to truly become a great player, you have to start treating your own team as a resource rather than friends. It's just capitalism but blitz, you know. If you want to get to the top, you have to exploit everyone below you. Because you can't like magically invent more hit points for yourself or more DPM for yourself when you can't magically remove DPM or hit points from the enemy, right? You have to skew the scale in your favor by using your own team to not get damaged yourself, to then get damage on the enemy team. Aye. Well, that's nice. There's 11 minutes left on my file transfer. It's 96%. So the last 4% are 11 minutes. You can guess how long it took. Reverse cucking. Sort of. Yes. Like, you want to watch while the enemy team is screwing your team, but at the same time, you want to screw the enemy team. So it's like a sex centipede thing. That's probably... That's probably not the right way to put it, but I did it anyway. Well, that's tier 5. I ask if you drive a car, which one do you drive? I drive a lesbian car. If you don't know that meme, Google it. There's one specific car brand associated with that. Yeah, you're not gonna get a game here, huh? Not gonna get a game here. We're going to them on. Alright. Well, that's not happening. Unfortunately. This is doing is all about I think he is. Someone told me that he recently had beef with Nino over a tier list. So he's... him. Nah, Top Cat, that's not the word I'd use. I'd use multiple words, in fact, but you know. In the end of the day, that is kind of what pisses me off. At the end of the day, me and him will be returned to the same soil, and I would prefer not laying in something so contaminated. But hey, what can you do about it? What can you do about it? Yeah, they'll have to, like, build a Chernobyl perimeter. Around that, eventually. It's Aerial 44. Well, I mean, I can. Well, Leopard, you're a bad spot there, buddy. But I've been there before. RFK told the grandkids to swim in a sewage ditch in DC. Well, I'm at least... I'm happy that natural selection at least still works partially with humans. That's the problem we have now. People that could be intelligent lack resources and access to proper education, so they're stupid. And people that are genuinely stupid aren't eliminated by nature because we take care of them. Alright. Hi, Tricky, how you doing? Alright. Ah, fuck, I'm dead. Because, like, a lion that's too dumb to catch a gazelle, probably not gonna do really well. But a human that's, like, the dumbest on the planet, you elect them president. Like, it's not an achievement if you're, like, dumb because you never had access to proper education, but it is an achievement if you're still stupid after having gotten a lot of education. That's an achievement. Alright. Try that ARL 44 then, first. I'm doing well. I'm doing pretty well. But a reminder, there's not going to be a stream on Friday because I'll not be in the country. But I'm probably going to be back next Tuesday. Peter had like 25% win rate earlier. Got pissed and quit. Ha. Noob. See, that's the beauty of not caring anymore. Or running away. Well, I mean, I'm going to Italy, so if I wanted to run away from fascism, that'd be the wrong place to go. Jump with terrorists and Blitz Nation. Well, maybe. Who knows? Maybe. RFK, give me my food dyes back. What do you mean? No, I want mercury back in food and lead. Right? That's another problem, you know, if you purposely make the people stupid by poisoning them, that doesn't help. It's 50B stream. Oh well. Why would anyone play that thing on purpose, though? It's like... It hasn't... The 50B has never been the same since they made it 4 shots. It was amazing when it had 3 shots, But it's never been like... I will forever think that Wargaming made the absolute inverse decision of what should have been done, whereas the 57 Heavy now has 3 and the MX has 4. It should have been the other way around, where the 57 Heavy has 4 and the MX still has 3. I'm donated $50. Lol. I'd play the STG for that money. But I also play it for free, which I did at the start of the stream. Going to Italy in summer. Ah, cool. Wait, where you going? Which part of Italy you going? Current stream's better, so I'm getting 8.4K game earlier. Damn. Yeah, Rome. Ah, cool. Cool. Oh. There we go. Yeah, low tiers, they're just screwed. That's why they're probably like putting the servers together in Reforged. And that's why they're like removing tier 1 to 3. Sort of hopes to solve that, because Blitz is pretty much bleeding players since the pandemic high. Right, we're pretty much back to like 2019, at least on Steam. I don't know the mobile numbers, but they're probably going to be very similar. Let me check. Steam charts. Well, World of Tornks Blitz. So this is only Steam. There's currently 10,000 players. And yeah, so like it peaked quite a lot, and now we're 13. So the numbers right now are lower than they were last year. Again. And they're lower than 2018. Okay, so let's compare March 2025. 11,900 average on Steam. 11,900 March. Now March 2018, 19,200 average. We have to go March 2017, 9,700 average. So we're pretty much like below 2018 levels of players now, again, this year. It's kind of crazy. And I mean, last year was pretty good. 2023 was still decent. You know, 2024 was worse than 2023. 2023 was worse than 2022. 2022 was worse than 2021. And 2021 was pretty much the peak. It's going down. Already played the Object 260. I don't know if Steam has as many players as Microsoft Store. That's what I use. Yeah, I don't know, but like you can sort of get the general trend of how many players there are, roughly. Press. Does it? Hold on. Let me check. Don't want to dox my email. Right now says there's 42,000. There's 42,000 players. Now that's probably is that just EU or total? But I mean nobody plays on NA and Asia anyway. It's probably if Asia and NA are included, it's probably 50k. So the Steam numbers is about a fifth of players. So you can sort of guess from there that the game is trending downhill quite badly. Also, like after Reforged has been announced, you'll have another drop. So, and I doubt it's gonna go up much with Reforged because they're gonna rework it massively, obviously, because Wargaming knows they completely screwed up and Reforged is terrible. But I don't think they're gonna turn it into a state where there's gonna be a mass influx of players that's gonna return it to where Blitz was. Right? I don't think Blitz is ever gonna go back to how it was in like 2021, 2022. Probably 2023 numbers are also gonna be difficult to get again. Pretty much have to almost double the amount of players playing. Steam at least, so. God damn, Chicky, congratulations, well done. Yeah, you do, but that hasn't been the case for 2 years, I think. You start the game with a loaded gun. Devs are just edging us until Reforged. I mean, devs have been edging since 2023. Come on. Let's do it. Let's do a little exercise here in chat. What has Wargaming actually implemented since 2023 that mattered, right? What have they implemented that actually made a significant change to the game that was truly different since 2023? I mean, obviously, they're supposedly going to bring the old maps back, but that's just a nostalgia grab, you know, because apparently they're not going to rework, and not even going to rework them. Like, just release them for Reforged, for fuck's sake. Oh, I don't have a team, that's great. A lot of crates. Yeah. But besides crates and crate tanks, right? But of the crate tanks, has there been one revolutionary? Right? Has a vehicle, has there genuinely been a tank in the last 2 years that you can say that this has completely changed the way the game plays, or a tech tree tank, right? I mean, the last influential ones, I mean, the Murad didn't really change anything. The Panzerwagen definitely didn't. Maybe, like, you have to go back to, like, the Rhinoceronte and the Minotauro, where you have, like, you know, it have a significant impact on the way the game plays. You know? Crates and crates, maybe. That's already a thing. You know? Because in terms of, like, events and stuff, it's always been the same. You know, you always... It's basically... I feel like there's, like, a 3-event rotation. Like, you've got Luxury Lounge, you got Anime Event, and then you got something else. That's a little bit different. You know, like, you got some collab, or you've got that like, atypical event thing. Right? You have this rotation of the same events. Again and again. So... Yeah. Yeah, I know, like the... Because, I mean, if you look at them... Here's the thing. If you look at most of these tanks, they already pretty much fill out everything that is possible. Right? There's always... Everything that can be done in terms of, like, tank mechanics in mobile pretty much already has been done. Right? Why does it not scroll? Hello. So... What could make a difference? I mean, what's it called? The Tessac? That autocannon? That might be interesting. Is that the premium or the T10? I don't know. Hello, G, Risley. The UDAS 15 could bring something. The double barrels, maybe. Exactly, that would be something that would bring some new excitement, I think, but... Or, and this is what World of Tanks PC does wonderfully, and what Blitz used to do, special events. Like, true special events, not just fun modes. Because the fun modes are the same, like, you have the regular maps, because mapping is, like, one of the most expensive things you can do in a game. Right? So you don't change the maps. I mean, they have, like, 1 or 2, I think 2 special maps for gravity mode. For example. That's it. But otherwise, it's just the same thing with changed parameters and a couple of arrows and lightning and stuff. Right? So the fun modes, when you introduce them, they're amazing, right? Like, I played the hell out of, like, Mad Games and Uprising when it came out, but now it's still the same thing. Like, 6 years later or something like that, when the Mad Games came out or something like that. So, in World of Tanks PC, you know, you got stuff like Steel Hunter, you've got special competitive modes as well, like the 7v7 competitive modes. Obviously, you can't do that in Blitz, but... You've got the tank racing that was there, like, last week or something. You've got the, I don't know what it's called, but, like, that invasion mode. We have to take like an entire giant map. You have to take that over. You know, that brings new interesting gameplay to the game as well. Not granting them literally no reason for me to play them. I mean, but what else are you gonna do? You could like be writing a screenplay or do something useful with your life. Why would you do that? Just grind the tank. Basically. 10 for 10 is the only fun one, which I like. Yeah, it's complete chaos, but 10v10 is like too easy mostly. Like it's super easy to do really well in 10v10. Come on, why do you have to move just then? But we took out their medium, so that's great. Yeah, my lame ass like just haha. Operation Postman is new in PC, single player for PvE. Yes, that's another thing. You know, I mean, obviously it's a lot harder to do, like, well, it's not, but I don't know how limited the mapping capabilities of the current Blitz engine are. You know, it could be that making a new map is like an incredible pain, and you need to like summon a couple of demons from hell for it to allow you to make a proper new map. You know, could be, but you know, it's like Wargaming is just expecting, but they're not delivering. Over the last year, and we know why, because Reforged's been in development since at least 2022, probably like early development at least. You know, like what are we gonna do? Kind of stuff, and I mean, I was at Gamescom and I overheard one of the Wargaming guys saying, "Can we talk about the big thing yet?" So there's only one thing that can be, because I never heard anything about of a big thing. Because nothing happened since Gamescom 2023 that could be a big thing except Reforged, right? So it was in the works since then, at the least, right? So, you know, and I can say that because it wasn't officially told to me, and I wasn't told I can't share it, so too bad I heard it. But yeah, it's been in development for a very long time, and obviously that means that they've wasted all that time making something that the majority of the community hates. Great. And now they have to delay it again, because they have to rework it. And obviously, first impressions matter. So a lot of people, after having seen Reforged, already left. And they ain't coming back. Oh, for fuck's sake. What the hell? How am I not pinning that? Yeah, whatever. Do I have a team? Nope. There is no such thing as a team. Could get this guy, but I'm gonna die now. Dead. Yeah, Doom collab. That'd be interesting, yeah. Yeah, I mean, obviously, like, the tanks as well, but... Honestly, is any of the collab tanks good? Is any of them... Like, is any of them good? Let's do another round of tank requests. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. You know what, Bears? Because I'm such a nice person. I'll grant you your deepest yearning that you can't live without. I know that me playing the STG is important to you. It makes you feel special. All right. But like, yeah, again, I mean, look at the Christmas tanks as well. Like, Lion. Pfft. Is the Waffen F1 any good? No. Have you seen any? Like, Blitz now has reached the same problem that World Tanks PC reached. And I said that a long time ago, and I love to be correct in that regard. Where in World Tanks PC, you had... first, premium tanks were worse than tech tree tanks, right? But then the Defender came out, like the Object 2 FTU. That came out, right? And it completely changed the game because it was just insane. And then you added more tanks to that. You added the SU-130 PM to that. You add the Scorpion to that, especially. You add the T-4A2 to that. You know, you add all of those vehicles that are just blatantly superior. And eventually you reach the point where you can't implement vehicles that are better than those because it doesn't make sense anymore. And that's the point Blitz reached now, where either the tanks that you introduce are blatantly OP, or they're not worth their money, because they're in crates anyway. Oh. Another shit team. Over here. We've got a light tank and a light and a medium in the city. But that's never going to change. There is never going to be good medium tank players in this game. Alright, there we go. Got a line, haven't played it once. Lol. Beautiful. Better than prawn. What? Spelling is hard. Uh-oh. That's an annihilator. And in PC now we have the PC 167 8 and Alpha Trucks and Print Armor 2. Yeah, exactly. That's the next step. Then, you know, once you have every... You introduce mediocre vehicle after mediocre vehicle, and eventually they stop selling. So you go like, you know what, let's make it completely OP, boom, there you go. Hi Curtis, hi, I mean, how you doing? That's the dilemma Wargaming's in now. They can either sell a tank that's mediocre dog that no sane person would buy, or they're insanely OP and destroy the game. How you doing, yo? Balancing is hard, huh? That's why, for example, Counter-Strike is such an amazing game. It doesn't have any of those problems because you don't need to pay for the damn guns. It's me hands. Alright, cool. Coolio. And you lost. All right. How about that shot, huh? I'm gonna peek him. Let's go. How about that? What's new, Marty? Nothing. So, nothing relevant anyway. 3 hours? The fuck? I have a question. Why does a SSD only write to another SSD at 40 frickin' megabytes? It's an SSD. Write faster, goddammit. I got another flag. That means I'm missing one flag. Ha 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 ha. One flag. Ha 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 ha. Two flag. Ha 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 ha. Three flag. Ha 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 ha. Alright, one more tank can be requested, by the way. One more thing can be requested. How about, how did you... Are you satisfied, Bears, with the gameplay? He just says it again. Wow.
Let's go.
Oh, Flens, how you doing? Welcome. Let's go to TF6, alright, well. That'll be number 5 on the list, and then we're gonna make a new list. So if you still want to request a tank, don't go anywhere. Because we're gonna make another list. Maybe 2. I'm bad at winning sometimes. Aren't we all? It's simply because you didn't analyze enough poems in school. Right, that's why. Most... Oh. Most sane 1d3 player. See, this is what you do to be a great player. You bait the Sheridan, you have him fire, and then you go in. Hello, Type 5 Heavy. It's a very, special tank. As in, it's large. It's a bit of the most unique tank. Define unique in a Blitz context. Like... something like an Annihilator, or like... one of those weird, collab tanks. A goodbye. You know, in World Tanks PC, the Type 5 Heavy has like a HE derp gun. I don't know if it does in Blitz. But someone probably leaked the stats anyway, so... I didn't look at them. Well, that's good armor. Definitely. Yeah, why do you stop, bro? You see me turning. Don't try to get a shot, just run. Sauce. He's calling for sauce. Ah! Correct. He tried the he. He has tried the he, but it didn't work. Yeah. Nope, that's a bad idea, Fosh. He's horny. You're welcome. Foshy. First class with only 3.3k. That is interesting. Uh, 180 assisted. Didn't do much. Alright, next up on the list, the 752, which is pretty damn good for what it is now. And more like terms of playstyle. Well, there's an easy answer to that. Angry Corner. Like, what is more unique than that? Drunk leprechaun tank. Yep, exactly. Like, there's nothing more unique than that, really. Like, what could be? Huh? There's another dude there. There's two dudes there. And boy's getting shot at now. Gotta be careful though. Coming 5A for the win. Of course, he's a... Oh, that's a Minotauro. I'll be fine though, because... That's just the 120. And the E100 is the one I gotta worry about, really. Now, the Rinoceronte, he can't push me because, you know, he's gonna die. I'm gonna try and peek the E100 here, because... Maybe. Hello? Oh. And the enemy team is bleeding pretty badly. Oh, there's... Just see that? There's the E100. Didn't need to spot him, but I saw him. Saw him drive over something. And that is how you get good. You know everything that happens. Everything. Do I wanna? No, I wanna do that. I mean, they pretty much can't win this unless these guys throw, because I got this side locked down. The 114 is also holding on. Yeah, the T-49 with the weird derp gun, or like some derp tank or something. Yeah. Oh. Gee. That was a very slow shell. That was a very slow shell right there. All right, let's play a good old let's play a game that all the OGs already know. It's called What's His Win Rate, everyone? God damn. Snapped you and you wanted it though. Yeah, but that is pretty impressive. That is pretty impressive. 12. Wow. Might be his age, but not his win rate. I'll send it. I'm gonna die, but I did my thing. $43.2. Okay. Nice. 45, okay. Well, 47, 47. Okay, we got 247. 62 had a meal. Platoon with this guy's was 42. Alright, Timo, you might be pretty good on with the 5A. I'm gonna guess 43.8. 44.8. So, Curtis wins. Congratulations. But he's pretty new, so it's okay. He's pretty new. He's terrible. But maybe he's gonna get better at some point. Have that one. That's 3. You win nothing, but congratulations. Send myself, unfortunately. Well, what do you mean, unfortunately? Listen. If your win rate's green, you're fine. If it's below green, you should try to get it green. That's all. That's all. Granular, yeah, I mean, playing stock tanks, not having premium account. Yeah, of course it has an impact. Or like having terrible internet or a phone from 2015. That's also gonna not have a good result. Why is nobody covering the fucking Okay. If it's purple, is that good? Is it mass burst circulation? Well, the blitz it means good. I mean, purple probably means, hey man, like, you might want to like get a life or something like that. I don't know, but congratulations. Kind of like that. God, what the hell? And pull to the left. I mean, I'd assume that over 80% of 70% plus win rate accounts are rerolls. So there's people out there that like sucked for a while, then they rerolled in like 2018, and now they have like a lot of battles with 70% win rate. You know, like I had 47% win rate when I started playing. You know, but in the end, it doesn't really matter too much. I personally think it would be better if you couldn't see other people's stats in game, right, as prominently as you can. I mean, you should still be able to see your own stats, of course, and stuff, but I think it'd probably be better if in-game you couldn't see other people's stats, so you can like see very minimal stats. You can see like, oh, this is how many battles they have, and that's it. But yeah. If you played 4,000 games in tier 1, you could go to tier 2. If you only had 100 games, 100 of the games in tier 2, you can go to tier 3. Oh. Yep. It's... Wow. All right. I mean, I could say I'm impressed, but I'm just disappointed that he didn't do it sooner.
Бой начинается.
All right. Anybody gonna cross? Nope. Nobody wanna go. Nobody wants to go. Let's see. If it is mines, it's gonna be an interesting battle. Let's see. It's interesting. I mean, I'm gonna sit here till some time. Send that one. Mate, you should... Why are you not retreating? Like, what the... What is wrong with you, What is wrong with him? Look at him. He's just like... He got shot, and he was like... Presumably. That's how I imagine he was thinking there. Not at all. God damn it. 30 day, 90 day. Yeah. I mean, it should just... If it just displayed 30 days, that would be enough. Why are you trying to peak fight a tank with like 100 and something more alpha damage? Jeez. Alright. Man, nothing I can do here really. Team's too good. The map's too bad. Alright, QWERTY. Where are you gonna peek, QWERTY? Come on. Where you gonna go? He's dead. Well, could have been better. All right, another round of tank quests. Let's go. That was a bit unfortunate. Churchill. The Churchill. Can I equip it? Never gonna play it, but let's go. Actually, 130. No bears. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do both. T49. Big guns. Well, it's a request. 2 more.
Бой начинается.
It's 30% available. Of course it is. All right. What are the heavies doing? Oh my... Gotta be shitting me. You gotta be kidding me. What are these heavies doing? What is he doing? Oh, he's a player. Okay. Well, I'm glad I'm not down there, because that's also getting pushed. So what the hell am I supposed to do here? Nothing. The tank's platform is obviously... Yeah. See, the problem with the ISU is that the platform's trash, and the only good thing about it is the gun, but can't do anything about it like that. Alright. E5, 1357. How about some of that? Try not the ISU kill the SU-30 in the match. Well, got it anyway. Mower ready for pickup. Alright. Have fun. Mowing. Have fun mowing. Alright. This is not good. Like, at all. We got them, city clowns, city clowns, city clowns, city clowns, city clowns. Don't do that. Told you don't do it. I mean, TH4, oh, they're horny. They're all horny. God damn! Goodbye. And that is why unmistakably the ISU 152 is better than the ISU 130. Kidding. As the great philosopher of our time, Rico the Penguin, would say, kaboom. Poor guy, though. Poor guy. Imagine getting absolutely ripped for that amount of hit points. Team was, I mean, it was the city team, so that's what you're gonna get.
Let's get this show on the road.
You have 590. Yep, I do. I do. Oi. Anyone home? Brother Louis, are you home? Oh, not here. Timing! Okay, let's see if there's any campers. There is a camper. Accuracy is optional.
Enemy armor is damaged.
as of 1:30. I mean, he's gonna decease relatively soon. Because he's getting STG'd from the back. The Waffles fighting the 50 TP Shishkevishka. Perhaps. Anyone's Polish in chat, and I apologize. Not. Till 11 is here. Well, you never know. Well, he's not a fan of that one anymore. No. They want me. They can't have me. 'Cause I'm gone. I'll wait him out. Ah, I was so close. I was so close to hitting. Gotta try the T-49, man. You gotta. It's like a... It's an experience. It's definitely an experience. T110E5. One of the absolute worthiest tanks to own in the game. And after that, we'll do, well, one more list of tank quests. Hey.
Let's get this show on the road.
I've played it, but not with the big gun. Blasphemy! Just like having the medium side advantage, and then doing this. But I mean, it's a player in the clanless guy, so my expectations aren't very high for that, but they are now dropped to 0. Hello, Project. I have to fight you, because my bat chat is busy, that. Just that. That's all.
That one ricochet.
I thought... here's my question, guys. I mean, I thought Ricochet was a wrestler. So why does he keep getting mentioned in a tank game? Doesn't make sense. Or maybe it's a Irish guy named Rick O'Shea.
Enemy armor is damaged.
Alright. Get the Foch before he peeks. When he peeks. If he peeks. You're gonna peek. I'm not gonna shoot. Well, I'm gonna shoot that though. Caro, what you doing? Please shoot the miner. Oh. Wonder where the Foch went, but that's not my concern. Right now. My concern right now is this. I mean, the STRV is gonna die, probably. It's not gonna go. Are we gonna get Foshed in like 3, 2? No. Do you all remember the time when the Type 71 was actually playable? Because I do. It was a time when the E5 got nerfed, then the Type 71 got introduced, completely overshadowed it. But then the E5 got restored to its former glory, and the Type 71 got nerfed, and now the Type 71's pretty much useless. Ah, yes. Lovely, innit? A French tank reversing. Where have I seen that before? You get one more, maybe. Not gonna try and chase him, but... Well, now I can. Well, you did now. How did he miss that second one? What the hell? How? Guys, how? Tell me, how did he miss that second one? Honestly. Makes no sense. Anywhere at any time to miss that. Like, what the hell? Got another flag. Let's open a container. No tank. It would have been hilarious if I got it, but nah. What was he doing? What was Foshy Baby doing? He's pretty decent, you know. What are you doing, lad? Oh, that's not surprising. Jeez. Jesus H. Christ. Guys, you want to know what the H stands for? Herbert. Mm-hmm. Pressing X. What does X do? To doubt. Nah. Don't believe that. I have to think for a second. What does it mean? What does it mean? Herald. Lol. No, it might stand for Humperdew. If you've seen Preacher, might stand for that. Preacher is great, by the way. Definitely recommend it. It's so insane that it's good again. It's one of those shows where it's like, nothing makes sense and everything is insane. That's what makes it good. Okay, we gotta rush B. What is Creature? Preacher! Like the man that does kids, but as a name for a show. It's not... There's also Reacher, but that's Preacher. It's basically like a preacher and his girlfriend and a vampire trying to like find God and stuff, but God's a pervert, like a... So Yeah, it's an amazing show. Like, basically, God shows up in, like, a cow latex suit and stuff like that. So, yeah. And, Preacher's grandma is, like, a witch or something. So, it's insane. It makes no sense, but it's just hella funny. And there's also these two, like, I don't know what they are, like angels or something, and they can't die. So there's like a fight scene where they're fighting them, but they just keep getting reborn, and eventually it's a whole room full of corpses of the same two dudes. Because they get killed, they get instantly reborn in the closet that they keep fighting on. It's amazing. It's amazing. All right, last round of tank requests. Here we go. I don't remember his name, but it's like the guy that was in Need for Speed as well. Not Jesse, the other guy. I think the main character in Preacher is even named Jesse. I'm not sure. AMX 1375. It's been years. 590. 7. Murat. And what? One more can be requested from someone else. Oh hell. Got the RAM. Well, you already requested the i7, so can't do it too. Right. I mean, I don't want to spoil it too much. I don't want to spoil it too much, but like, basically, he like a demon and an angel have a child, and that child possesses the Preacher, which basically makes him more powerful than God. So, yeah, it's insane. Like, I think, if I remember right, like, the opening sequence of the entire show is literally Cassidy, the vampire, just falling out of a plane and crashing into the ground. So, yeah. One of the greatest characters, I think, ever, that vampire. Don't watch the ending, though, it's hella sad. Okay. Oh, my balls. Oh, come on. Yeah, it's only one tank per person. And if you want to request tank destroyers and tier 5s and lower, or tier 5 and tier 6, then remember, but it's just to, like, simplify the process, I guess, for me. And Teemo lost again. But yeah. It's just, like, it makes no sense. Like, like, pretty much that, like, that offspring of demon and angel basically gives them the power to command anyone, right? Like, he can, which is a pretty big problem in terms of writing, because how are you gonna write a character that gains the ability to like force other people to do literally anything. So, yeah. It's insane, and it's great. I have a 6-hour train ride tomorrow. Can I rewatch that? Maybe. 1-1, lost 5 times today. Well, that's... I think the chance of winning is 1 in 4. So... there's that. Where are you going? I can tell you what train it is if you want to, like, blow it up. But... yeah. I'll be going to Italy for the F1 race. So yeah, go to the F1 race there. I also have I also got tickets for a DTM race and a rally this year. So yeah. But that's gonna happen if I survive. If I survive Iraq. Call me a prophet. Italy, maybe. Yeah, well, I mean, there's only... But I could also go up 6 hours. Like, Nuremberg, Berlin is also... No, Nuremberg... something like that. But I don't do that. It's kind of the problem when you're the only person with a frickin' driver's license, otherwise you could, like, use the car, but, like, the maximum I would ever drive away on my own is, like, 4 hours. Because, you know, if you go over that, you're gonna start... You're gonna need breaks, you're gonna, like, sleep. Gamescom was 5.5. Pretty much. That wasn't fun. Right? So I would not try to do that again. Getting content for Friday's stream, best content creator ever. Well, I mean, I might die, but I'm not going to stream on Friday. I might stream next to Friday after that, though. Where I'm going to do video editing, because my plan is... like, I'm gonna go to, like, the Formula 3, Formula 2 practices first, and I'm gonna learn how to fucking do that blurry photography, right? Because I know how to do regular photography. I don't know how to... the blurry photography, I don't know yet. And then I'll try and get some shots in free practice, and yeah. But obviously I'm gonna not get the camera out of my sight at any time. There. But we'll see. It's crazy where I live, all my friends have licenses. I mean, where do you live? I live in Germany, a license costs 3,000. And everyone's broke. So. Except me, because I have basically 0 expenses. Right? So I can throw my money out for what I want. Not what I need, because that's covered. Which is great. US, you're basically screwed without a car. I mean, luckily I don't live there. On average, I paid, I think, 2,400. No, 20. No, 2-1. That's what I paid. That's what I paid. 2-1. But that was 2019. Now, you can imagine how old I am. Really old. I'm ancient. But yeah, 5K. Yep. You need to, like, take lessons as well, like with the driving instructor and stuff. You know, and those cost a lot of money, and then you have to do the practical test, that costs money. You have to learn for it. You have to, like... They bill you for the material. So, yeah. Yeah, the problem I had was... I lived terribly, so I... Oh. How? How did I get spotted? It's weird. In Munich, that chicken go... But it's Munich! Nobody wants to live in Munich. Right? Like, nobody can afford Munich. If I would ever move to a city, it'd be Nuremberg. Why? Because first of all, you've got ICE connections everywhere. You got a friggin' airport as well. It's green. It's got a zoo. It's got public transport that's not utter dog shit. Right? It's got the Hitler thing. Where there's a lot of events as well. So yeah. Yeah, you've probably seen that video. I mean, probably everyone's seen it at this point, where like this black and white footage of that like giant swastika being blown up. Yeah, you've probably seen that. I'll be sitting there in 2 months. Like right on that thing. I think it's like $20 here. What the fuck? Yeah, I mean, America has very few advantages compared to Europe, but that's probably one of them. Oh no. Train between Munich and Nuremberg is completely screwed. Damage. God damn. There is damage to the power line. Uh-oh. That's gonna be very interesting tomorrow. GTA, you pay like 20 more for your moped license, but some of us now we're allowed to go beyond my street. Yeah, pretty much. But it's still insane what it costs. Like, it just doesn't make sense. You're more careful not to lose your license. No. No. You don't know Germans, and their never-ending will to drive drunk and to speed as well, of course. So a video where someone's going about how bad the trains to Germany are. Is it really that bad? Yes, it is. They're awful. I mean, it's not the quality of the train. The quality of the train's great. You know, it's clean. You can, like, mostly got phone chargers and stuff as well available. That's not the problem. The problem is they're never on time. Right? And, hang on now. There is a new, like, they want to, like, synchronize all the trains together in the so-called Deutschlandtakt. Now have a guess when that's gonna be implemented. Timo, you're not allowed to because you might know, but have a guess when that new train synchronization is supposed to be implemented. So, have a guess. I don't know. Well, then you can guess anyway. Take a guess. Take a guess when the planned German train synchronization is supposed to happen. 2040. No, that was the original date it was supposed to happen, but it got moved. 5 years. No. You're thinking. No. You're thinking way too narrow here. 2060. Okay. Decent. Not enough. 2050. No. Up. 2075. Well, close enough. 2070. 2070. That's the plan. To have a full synchronization of all train operation. 2070. Yep. I mean, obviously compared to like the US railway system, the German one is marvelous. But if you compare like the German train system to like the French one or the something like that, it's awful, right? Sometimes you have a problem where like German trains aren't being let into France because they're so delayed, they'll destroy the French timetable. Right? So, yeah. I was in a Counter-Strike tournament, the 2019 Berlin Major. I was there. You'll never see me because I was on camera side. I still have the posters with the autographs from all the players somewhere. I don't actually know where that somewhere is, but it's somewhere. But I was there, right? Also took the train. Good old Nuremberg to Berlin. Right? I don't live near Munich or Nuremberg, but that's where the big trains go, so gotta go there. Yeah, up. Nuremberg, Berlin. Smooth sailing, everything beautiful. Very nice. Going back down from Berlin to Nuremberg, well, 2-hour delay. Start off with. Then, a signaling malfunction. Which meant that the high-speed rail was blocked, couldn't be used. So what they did instead, I mean, first of all, we waited like an hour at the signal. And then what happened is the train was, like, the schedules of regional trains was changed, so that we, with our big high-speed train that is built for high-speed rail, could chug along the regional tracks at about 60 to 80 kilometers an hour, because obviously if it goes faster, it derails. So that took another 3 hours. Obviously, in that meantime, they fixed the signaling issue, and the train that departed an hour after us had already arrived. And then, yeah, we returned eventually after like 100 kilometers on the side roads, basically. We returned to the main track and then got home with like 3.5 hours delay. Something like that. So, yeah, that wasn't pleasant, especially because I had to piss the entire time and the toilet was blocked. So yeah. Sounds like flights. Well, not really. Anyway, German ticket story. Well, that was from 2019 though. Way before that. Yeah, but obviously going by car is cheaper, especially with fuel costs. It is going to be cheaper to go by car. But like if you don't have a second driver, nah, it's not good. If Iraq had a license, but yeah. So, why are these delays so high in Germany? Well, I do know why. Because the German railway was privatized in the 1990s by the big fat man, Chancellor Kohl. It was privatized, and now it had to make profit. And they made the mistake of putting the trains and the tracks into the same company, right? So the trains had to make the money that the tracks were losing. So what they did to combat that, to like have more money available, they closed a gigantic amount of tracks. Like the amount of tracks they closed and got rid of is probably more than the entire US passenger railway system now. That's how much they closed, right? So the problem that created was you now have all the high-speed rails, right? Connecting the big cities, but like the regional and medium speed rails in between were pretty much cut down to just one track a piece, right? So if there's one train getting stuck somewhere, and you also have the ICs, you have the big ICE that have their own special tracks. Pretty much they're not going to delay anybody unless they have to get off those tracks, right? Like it was with us. And then you have the fast regional trains that go on the regional tracks and go faster. So you have the regional trains and the like over regional trains basically on the regional tracks. Now the problem is the ICs have priority, and there's one very notorious for being delayed. It's called the Alex. It also goes into the Czech Republic. That thing's notorious for being delayed. It's always late, at least 15 minutes. Right? So what happens is when those like over-regional trains get delayed, all the regional trains, because they don't have priority, have to wait for them to get through. So they're gonna get delayed as well. And goodbye. Because there's not enough tracks available because they closed everything. Right? And when there's an error somewhere, like a signal error or like a malfunction with the electricity system, right? You have nowhere else to go because there's no spare tracks going around it anymore. You have one set of tracks going one direction. Everything else was closed. Pretty much. And you also have, obviously, the big-ass freight trains that also have to go on those same tracks. Now, they have the lowest priority, of course. So they're only allowed to go when there's no regional trains going. Or intra-regional trains. The problem is, them motherfuckers like getting stuck sometimes. So when that happens, and when it's a one-track line, you got a big-ass freight train stuck there, and nobody else can go through because it has to wait, right? And that is gonna then lead to other delays, because if that freight train has to meet another freight train to like couple together and move on, that's gonna be delayed. So in the end, it's basically down to they were forced to make a profit, so they cut a lot of tracks, they cut a lot of service to make money. And that resulted in the quality becoming subterranean. Because they simply couldn't afford to run and maintain all the tracks they would have needed to make smooth service. So, yeah. If you got 4 types of trains running on the same track, you're kinda gonna have problems. Alright. It's like 5 to 10 minutes. Yeah. I mean, that's normal. Nobody... In Germany, 5-minute delay isn't even... Nobody registers that. Like, 5 minutes delay is on time. You know, pretty much. But yeah. And then when it comes to, like, trains like the Alex, which is all notoriously delayed all the time, right? Because basically 2 trains coming from 2 different directions that get spliced together to go to the end, and then get split again. Right? So if one part's delayed, the entire thing's delayed, and that then results in it arriving late, so it's departing late, and then it, like, every single day, it just accumulates delay every time. And, yeah, everyone else has to pay for it. Sometimes trains are connected, which go to different parts of Germany. For example, a train going from Berlin to Hamburg, but also having a train part which goes to Munich. Exactly, that as well. That's also another problem of the lack of service and lack of tracks. We just have to slap it together. Right? But yeah. You have to be very careful. You have to be very careful there so you don't end up in the wrong hemisphere. It is time for the M2 Lite. Let's go. But as you can tell, I've watched YouTube too much. I live in the mission Czechia. Pretty much always 2 tracks or more. I mean, depending on what parts of Czechia you live, you might be aware of the lovely experience that is the Alex. Because it goes to Prague. I think. And Timo, congratulations. It's pretty much always 2 tracks or more, at least 1 extra on stations. Yeah, that's not the case here. There's pretty much for most regional tracks, there's 1 track, And most stations don't have extra tracks. So, yeah, because they closed them. And that's the problem. You know, you can't get trains past each other in a lot of cases as well. And there's another thing. Somewhere here. Where the aforementioned Alex goes, which is one track. Like the train from Germany to Pilsen and then on, it's only one track. And the Czech, they wanted to make it 2 lanes for like the last 10 years. But the Germans are like blah, 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 blah. They always just never did shit. Right? So it's just one track. And that never helps. Uh-oh. Someone leaked the entire 1100-page report on the extremism of the AFD. Uh-oh. That's interesting. Someone's gonna get shot. Well, not really, but that thing wasn't supposed to leak until until the entire thing is through. But yeah, that's an oof. Well, the file has been requested too many times. That's hilarious. Give me that. Page note. So many people trying to get it that it doesn't work anymore. Give me that. Give me. Don't want to watch an ad. Give me that. I mean, someone's getting fucking fired. I mean, I have something to read then, I suppose. For the train ride. 1100 pages of, yep, they're Nazis. Alright, ain't that beautiful. But there are some heads that are gonna roll, and I do honestly hope that it's not gonna ruin the court case against them, because it would be a shame if some random shoddy newspaper leaking the whole thing would like stop the ban of the new fascist party. That'd be a bit sad. New revolution incoming. Yeah. God damn. And that magazine's probably gonna get sued to shit as well. Lol. Oh boy. Want the Epstein files hacked? That would be a good read. Yeah. I mean, it's just gonna say Epstein, 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 Trump, 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 Epstein, Bill Clinton, for whatever reason. But yeah. Didn't they say that they're gonna publish them? Didn't they say that didn't the current U.S. government, ashamed to say that, but didn't they say that they're gonna publish it? They haven't. I mean, they probably they can't redact it in a way that doesn't make it immediately obvious that they redacted the orange guy. Probably. That's what I'm assuming, why they didn't actually release it, because they were like, shit, we can't redact this thing without it still being obvious that it's Trump. So, yeah. So they have to, like, they'd have to redact everything. Because if there's a sentence that says, with his tiny hands, you know who that is. You know, so they have to redact everything. They would redact like 90% of it. Yeah, because the rest of it is Trump. So... there's gonna be so many, like, in 20 years or whatever, after he's dead, after his stupid family is broken, meaningless, there's gonna be so many documentaries. I think that the History Channel are gonna exploit that guy like they did with Hitler, right? Every single new week, new Hitler documentary. I think they finally have something new to do, right? Why would that affect the court unless the accuser would be the one to leak it? But hey, I'm not gonna pretend I know German judicial law. Because German law is very, let's say, how do I put this? Friendly towards right-wing extremists in certain regards. And, yeah, that's about it. So any, like, breach of... yeah. Oh, damn. It's an old school leak. It's an old school leak. They actually photographed every single page. Shit. That's impressive. Oh, shit. Oh. I never watched the Channel 5. Damn, that was unfortunate. That was unfortunate. As if any branch but the executive matters in the US right now. Yeah, it's kind of hilarious. Like, the Supreme Court gave the orange fascist the power to rule like a king by taking away his accountability, by making him immune. And then they complain that he's not following them. It's made on a typewriter. No, just like pieces of paper. No, someone just photographed pieces of paper. 1,117 pages. It says only for legal use. So, how do you get your hands on 1,100 pages and have the time to photograph them all? Or like to scan them all? It even says it. It even says that no replication or reproduction outside of Bundesverfassungsschutz. Freaking hilarious. Well, I got something to read. Anyway, at some point. There's a few stories from a few months ago that talk about some interesting happens here. Christopher is buying land and building a compound in Jonestown 2, Electric Boogaloo. Jesus. Alright, with that, thank you very much for joining, as always. I guess security was having a long smoke. Yeah, maybe someone stole a copy and like did it at home or something. But yeah, that's gonna not end well. But yeah, anyway, thank you very much for watching. Really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed it as always. And yeah, I'll be gone till Monday. If you're a channel member, then you can watch a new video that I've uploaded already. And until then, till next Tuesday, hopefully. And as always, stay safe, don't die. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.